Okay, what we're going to do here is we're going to show you what we got. First off, we're going to change the header for a power-up. This right here. We added this to a header. It doesn't matter what kind of cartridge you use. What we want to do is we want to save a couple of bytes on a power-up on GPL and then come back. We're going to do this in Classic 99. So let's go down to the bottom and see the routine I've got. Right here. This right here, all it does is that right there. It's going to save the EA GRAM page. So it's going to have a header here, which is the last one in the power-up routines. There's the page it's going to, S page. There's just an empty couple of bytes. I don't need to put that there. I can take it out. It's going to move 2 bytes from A3FA, which is going to be our GPL address of 9800, which means our first page of GRAM, or GRAM, doesn't matter. And it's going to put it in this value right here, which is actually 3EEF, which is an empty space in the VDP memory of the TI. Just a little thing I want to put in RXB here in REA. The reason why is because I want to know what GRAM page I'm in, and I want to be able to save it. So it's going to do that. It's going to just double store the contents of A372 to the contents of A373 from the data stack onto the subprogram stack. Then it's going to decrement A372, which is the data stack. It's going to decrement it by 2. Then it's going to return. Now, everything I've read, it says this should work properly. So let's take a look at it. Here's our classic. I already got it set up to load these programs. So here we go. We're going to load our little test program here. First what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you this is the file right here. And the listing I showed you earlier is this right here. That's where it is. And then the header's at the front, like I showed you. So we're going to assemble a program now. Let's speed it up. I'm going to go to up here and speed it up some. What I want to be able to do, what I'm attempting to do, is I want a cartridge to find any other cartridge so I can switch back and forth between cartridges. So let's say I have 16 banks of GRAM or GROM. I want to be able to go from any cartridge to another cartridge and back again, easily. You know, pick the cartridge I want and it can go from back and forth. Because there are 40K per cartridge and there's 16 of them, and 640K GRAM. Ideally, we'd like to be able to do that to any of the cartridges. And in a power-up, what it does is it saves this address. There's 6 bytes that aren't used for anything in the TI-994A, but they are used in the 4, not the 4A. So I'm using those 6 bytes to save information that I can pass back and forth to these power-ups. So when it fires up, you can use that to switch cartridges. That's what I'm attempting to do. But before I can do that, I have to be able to get the power-up to work, and this is what I've run into. So let's load our GRAM in Classic. I need to turn the high speed off here. And I need to turn on the GRAM. We're only going to be using 6. The actual cartridge just uses all of them, but we only need 6 right now. Okay. Now when I hit enter this next time, it should restart back to the computer, and it should just fire back up, and the cartridge should be loaded because it goes back to the reset screen like normally. But instead what I get is this. Classic's erasing the GRAM. It's gone. All of that loaded is gone. So apparently what I'm doing here, which should work in a regular cartridge, is causing it to erase Gram in Classic. I'm going to have to test this on something else, so I will have to get back to you on that. Anyways, just wanted to show you what's going on. And that's it for now. Thanks.